From the morning, a young mother, her father, and a neighbor were gunned down by the woman's estranged husband in Tamarack. The three...
Yo, you hear that? Yo, my people, this is crazy and insane, yo.
Friday at noon, surveillance cameras captured a thin man enter a white sedan parked along the curb. Moments later, the car owner realized that man was trying to take the vehicle with her 82-year-old mother inside.
Yo, you hear that, my people? Yo, this is insane, yo.
Surveillance video from a Far East Dallas gas station shows part of a Sunday night gang-related shootout, according to Dallas police.
Yo, you see that, yo? In a, what's that, a complex? Pray to God nobody gets shot. This is crazy and insane, yo.
For capturing the moment a Lauderhill police officer is run over by a driver, authorities are calling.
Yo, what? Yo, this is crazy and insane, yo. Breaking news, shocking events caught on camera. You won't believe your eyes. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like this video, share this video, comment down below, and remind y'all, this is some insane advisory. Let's go.
Chilling new video that you'll only see on Local 10 News. From the morning, a young mother, her father, and a neighbor were gunned down by the woman's estranged husband in Tamarack. The three murders taking place in front of the couple's 4-year-old daughter, who was caught in the middle of all of that chaos.
And we must warn you, this new video could be hard to watch for some. We begin with Local 10's Andrew Perez live in Tamarack with the exclusive. Andrew.
You know, the video you're about to see, it is disturbing. It's horrific, but it's also the sad reality of domestic violence that happens every single day all across this country, and the family wanted to speak out because they feel too many people have become numb to it.
I just woke up out of the sleep and there's gunshots and screams.
It's hard to watch, it's hard to hear as neighbors dial 911.
A lady was knocking really hard on my door, running in the street with a little girl.
Mary Gingles runs for help to get away from her ex-husband. Nathan Gingles just shot and killed her father, say deputies. He chases her now, taking aim at one point. Their 4-year-old daughter running behind them, house to house, until they find a neighbor who helps.
I didn't know why that poor woman had to endure what she had to endure. And I didn't know why that terrible travesty, that nightmare that she must have been living, landed on our doorstep.
That neighbor was George David's nephew, Andrew Farron, 36 years old, a big part of a close family.
I honestly believe that Andrew was the best part of all of us. He didn't come from a traditional marriage. We all raised him. I can't have my nephew become a footnote in a tragic scenario, and it is a tragic scenario.
Nathan allegedly shooting and killing Farron at his home alongside his ex-wife, Mary. Nathan's daughter, Serafina, was found physically unharmed. We've learned, though, since Nathan's arrest, about the dozens of domestic violence calls against him, about the restraining order, the divorce, horrific allegations of domestic abuse, how the system failed Mary, one that prompted the suspension of 7 BSO deputies. David's saying domestic violence is an epidemic that he feels people are numb to.
I need there to be changes in the law. I need to know that if he had to be killed, unnecessarily in some kind of tragic, weird event, and he's an individual that was just known for helping people, and this law can help someone, I would like to honor him with that.
And the first thing that has to happen is identifying all the things that went wrong here. By all accounts, experts say that Mary Gingles did everything right. Meanwhile, little Serafina, we know that she is with the state, but family is involved working to get custody.
Yo, this is so sad, ladies and gentlemen. This is sad, yo. And you can see that little girl. That's all I'm thinking about. It's that little girl running behind her dad. I don't even know if it's her real dad or stepdad, but it's probably her dad, because after he did what he did, she was still following him. Yo, this is so sad, yo. What could possibly get into somebody's head where you want to murder the mother of your child, especially when the kids are so young and need their mother. This is crazy and insane, my good people. But let's move on to the next story.
Tesla driver capturing the moment a Lauderhill police officer is run over by a driver. Authorities are calling it an intentional act. Good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Jawan Strader.
And I'm Trina Robinson. That driver took off, but investigators say they didn't get far. Nico Clemens is live in Sunrise. And Nico, you spoke with the witnesses?
I did. You too. This is a busy shopping plaza, and there were many people outside who say they witnessed everything. You could see the shock in their voices, or hear the shock in their voices rather, and really see it in their faces. And the entire time this was happening, there was that one camera that was rolling.
From what I saw, plainly, he clearly tried to kill him.
Fear and disbelief.
It was intentional. It was complete and utter intentional.
Sunrise police say someone hit a Lauderhill police officer and an innocent bystander with their SUV and didn't stop. A camera on a nearby Tesla captured the horror. DeAndre Noel was feet away. How scary was it to see something like that?
Honestly, I didn't even believe it was happening at first.
Investigators say the officer was working on an investigation at North University Drive and Sunset Strip in Sunrise when the driver hit the officer and another person. In the video, the driver runs over them both, backs up, and tries to run them over 2 more times before driving away. Police caught the driver nearby.
The guy in the blue Nissan Rogue then proceeded to back up his vehicle and proceeded to run over the police officer and the lady that he was talking to. He then proceeded to back up and run over them multiple times.
Wow.
Trying to kill the police officer.
That's crazy.
The police officer got up and hid for his life behind the trees.
There's parts from that car still left behind outside the Wells Fargo bank here. And then behind me is the Tesla that recorded everything.
I ran over with my phone to try and record. The car turned around and started heading my way. I then got out of Dodge.
Shock and panic after a hit and run that Noel knows could have ended differently.
When they left, they were alive, but he was badly damaged. I think his leg was broken. Half of his face was severely marred, and he was definitely complaining about bleeding.
Insane, yo.
So right now we don't know who that driver is or really the motive behind this hit and run, and we don't know specifically the injuries they sustained and how they're doing tonight, but again, we do know they're in the hospital recovering.
Yo, you see this, my good people? Yo, what could motivate this man or a woman? I don't even know who it is. This is crazy to do what he just did. Good thing that Tesla was right there to capture everything. Yo, God bless Elon Musk with them Tesla, man. Them Tesla. This is crazy and insane, yo. I hope he get everything he deserves. That's attempted murder on 2 persons, and 1 is a police officer. They gonna throw the book at him, and he deserve it. This is crazy and insane, my good people. But let's move on to the next story.
A 2-year-old girl is at home with her family and still recovering from gunshot wounds, caught in the crossfire of an apparent gang shootout. Surveillance footage from a nearby gas station shows a group of people firing shots from across the street. There's bullet damage on apartment buildings and on vehicles. The little girl shot by one of those bullets while she was walking with her mom to deliver dinner for her dad. Fox 4's Peyton Yeager in Dallas with the update tonight. Peyton.
Hi, Steve and Heather. Yeah, the latest update from the little girl's family, she had a doctor's appointment this afternoon. She still has bullet fragments inside of her leg, so they wanted to make sure none of that was infected. She is at home and recovering. Meanwhile, here at Dallas Police, investigators say they are still looking for multiple suspects in this case. Surveillance video from a Far East Dallas gas station shows part of a Sunday night gang-related shootout, according to Dallas police. 2 men are seen firing from an apartment complex across St. Francis Avenue. Police say another group was also opening fire. A child in a nearby parking lot was caught in the crossfire.
I just feel blessed because it could have been a whole lot worse.
That little girl, Sam Smith's 2-year-old daughter, Aaliyah.
And like I said, they daddy's baby, so she wanted to see her daddy. So she, hey, let me, take my daddy his plate. So she let her come out here, and that's when all the chaos ensued.
Smith works at the gas station just feet from his apartment. Shortly after 9 p.m. Sunday, Smith's wife and little Aaliyah were going to walk and bring Smith dinner. While waiting at the gate, bullets started flying, striking vehicles, apartments, and the 2-year-old.
She grabbed my daughter and got behind a car. Then when she picked her up and ran to the house, she seen blood and stuff on her hand, and that's what let her know.
The child rushed to the hospital and later released. Meanwhile, the street was littered with evidence markers. Gang unit officers still working to make any arrests. A scene Smith wants to move away from in order to protect his family.
It could have been a lot worse, could have been a whole lot worse.
Yo, this is insane, yo. You can't even be safe no more in your own neighborhood. You always have some fools, and they claim this is gang violence. Yo, we gotta get all these thugs, all these so-called gangsters, gang relations, whoever, yo, get them up off the streets, yo. They risking the poor little girl, yo. She got her whole life ahead of her, and they trying to finish her before she even get a start. This is crazy and insane, yo. But let's move on to the next story.
Christopher Walker was on the job at Liquor King in Chester, Orange County, when the drama unfolded outside. Friday at noon, surveillance cameras captured a thin man enter a white sedan parked along the curb. Moments later, the car owner realized that man was trying to take the vehicle with her 82-year-old mother inside. The woman bravely blocked the car, continuing to yell, giving her mother time to escape. The older woman was brushed by the door as the thief attempted to drive off. A witness spoke off camera.
She was hysterical. What happened is, it was ridiculous, but I felt really bad. She was hyperventilating, crying. Her hands were bleeding. She was it was a mess.
The car owner's leg was injured during the incident. Police say 34-year-old Edward Keegan fled the scene in the stolen car and was captured a short time later after crashing it on Route 17.
On Friday, Keegan was slapped with preliminary charges which, under New York bail reform, were not bail eligible. So he was released from custody.
As people vented their anger on social media, police and prosecutors worked all weekend to build a case for stronger charges. Keegan was rearrested on charges including robbery and assault, and now is in jail on $100,000 cash bail. We've learned Keegan spent almost $2,000 on 8 pairs of designer sunglasses at this store in the strip mall just minutes before the alleged carjacking. You can see he's wearing a pair as he enters the car that didn't belong to him. In Chester, Orange County, Tony I.
Insane, yo. You see this, my good people? Yo, what got into him? He don't even need the car. He got bread. He just spent over $2,000 inside of the store, unless it was fake credit card or something. This is insane. Why would he do something of this magnitude? That lady had her mother in there, or her grandmother. This is crazy and insane. Some people just lose it at times, yo. Yo, make sure y'all be safe out there and stuff like this don't ever happen to y'all. Peace and love, and we up out of here.